It was a much needed win for Rangers as they made it 6 wins out of 6 at home. However, this victory did not add much confidence based on the performance, and it looks like Kieran Dowell is the Connor Goldson replacement for volleyball. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football here for Rangers versus Hearts. It was Rangers 1, Hearts 0, and before we talk about the game, before we break all that down, I just want to jump straight to the end of the match. In my opinion, very controversial. Now, I've only seen it once, so I'm not going to get too hot here. I'm not going to get too heated. I'm not going to claim it was another robbery in Glasgow. Not going to do that. But I think the referee did not handle it well at all. He literally just stopped the game as if he was going to award Hearts something, and then he blows the whistle for full time. Very strange ending. Now, I've only seen it once, but for me, it looked like Kieran Dowell ran towards the ball and jumped towards it with both arms outstretched. That's what I seen, and I seen it hit his hands. Now, I do think it was outside the box, so it shouldn't be a penalty in my opinion, but I think that is a free kick, and I think the referee's absolutely bottled it. I think that should have been a free kick to Hearts, and the referee stopped the game. He waited for like a minute before deciding, we're going to blow for full time. If it wasn't a handball, then why didn't the ref just blow for full time? Why did he wait a minute to blow for full time? So, yeah, very controversial ending there. Not convinced that the referee got that right. Again, I don't think it's a penalty because I think it's outside the box, and I would need to see it again. But based on the one viewing that I did get, I thought Kieran Dowell had both his hands outstretched in front of him. And, I mean, it looks like the ball hits off both his hands. So, yeah, for me, I think that should be a free kick. But, I mean, I could be totally wrong. Did we have Big Stevie Cool coming in? Did we have... Oh, we do. Big Stevie Cool. Let's patch him through here. So, Big Stevie is actually at the game. Big Stevie Cool, were Hearts robbed there at the end, yes or no?
Well, I mean, I didn't see a replay, but...
I've only seen it once, but what it looks like to me is Kieran Dowell jumps out, both hands I thought were up in the air, it hits off his hands, he's the Connor Goldson replacement for the volleyball team at Rangers. The referee then waits a minute and decides to end the game. If there was no handball, then why didn't the referee just end the game straight away? Why did he stop the play just to finish the match? Very strange, very controversial in my opinion.
No, I agree. He stopped it and then just blew the whistle 5 seconds later.
Now it did. It looks slightly at the. It looks slightly at the box in my opinion.
Yeah, but I thought he stopped it so he'd have a look at far, but it turns out, I don't know, he just stopped it to get people's hopes up.
But as Robbie Nielsen once said, you don't get those kind of things in Glasgow.
No, you don't get them, but yeah, I think a draw would have been the fairest.
Unless you're the Glasgow team.
Well, I think the referee had a good game apart for that, but yeah, if that's the thing that decides it, then obviously you're going to say that.
Well, ultimately what did decide it was the early Desser's goal. Gave Rangers the lead, and I mean, that was it. 1 goal, 6 minutes, and then 84 minutes of, well, from a Rangers perspective, second half really wasn't much there. I hit the crossbar late on for a counter, but I mean, it really wasn't a great game of football from what I seen.
No, it was toxic, man. People getting booed. Conor Barron gets subbed off. I got the house booed down. It was just Vince, come on. He needs to go.
I mean, I thought Hearts were decent, but what did they really create? Lots of crosses into the box.
I'm disappointed because, I mean, look at the state. I'd say it was just as bad as the opening day.
Yeah, no, I did. Hearts probably did deserve at least a point, maybe, but if you don't score, then, I mean...
No, I think so too.
Now, I don't know if these stats are correct, but the stats are suggesting Rangers had 20 shots to Hearts' 5.
How many?
20 for Rangers, 5 for Hearts. Are the BBC faking these numbers? Are these
wasn't troubled, really, man.
No, Craig Gordon wasn't
Well, they
troubled.
weren't.
Most Craig Gordon had to do was come up
Hit
at the
the
end of the
bar,
game.
there was a few blocks fans, but
That's about it. Obviously, you can hear the shitey internet there for Ibrox, so aye.
I don't know, but being at the post.
Oh, how many beers have you had, by the way? Jesus Christ. Yo,
Wait, what is it?
how many beers have you had?
Over here, by the way.
You what?
I'm trying not to get run over.
I said, how many beers have you had? Well, that silence is deafening, and I think Big Stevie Cool's gone. I think he's done. I think he's finished. That was a fucking try and decipher that conversation.
I
But
said a few. I don't get run over. I got maybe out for a Diddy cut. Well, go on.
this guy's done. Half a shandy, man, and he can't even report. And there you go, he's just hung up. So, yeah, that was insightful. But, aye, so Rangers get the 1-0 win. And he's back again, back for the dead.
What I was trying to say before I nearly got run over, because I was trying to explain what happened. I wasn't even talking about it.
I said, how many pints have you had? How many shandies have you been on today?
I had 6 vodkas earlier, but
Is that what you need?
right.
Is that what you need now to go and watch Rangers? Do you need to get yourself pissed just to make it a viewable, a pleasurable viewing?
Trust me, I'm as sober as a rock.
Sober as
awful.
well, yeah. Well, it didn't seem like a great game of football. Now I haven't seen.
It's pish. It's just the same shit. I'd say it's the worst Ibrox performance this year, maybe. No, actually, I was going to say the Celtic one, but they didn't play at Ibrox, so.
Now I haven't seen the Celtic come on again, but apparently that was a really good game of football.
Well, I mean, anything about this game would be good, so I'm not really surprised by that, folks. But I mean, just to wrap it up, Rangers were good the opening 20 minutes, but see after that, Hearts deserve to get something.
Aye, but they didn't get nothing, so that means Hearts remain second bottom of the table. We can laugh at how bad Hibs are, but at the end of the day, I mean, Hearts are just about there in front of them, and I think Hearts will play the game more as well. So yeah, I mean, we can talk about shitey Hibs and David Gray, but I mean, Hearts are one Hibs victory away from being bottom of the table again. So not good there, and
yeah. I mean, absolutely.
Absolutely. And as for Rangers, they done the bare minimum today. They had to win. They had to close the gap. They've done that. But again, another performance where they just score one goal. I mean, they're not adding to the goal difference. It's not convincing. How many times have we seen Rangers do this against Dundee United, Hibernian, St Mirren? Yeah, they're getting the wins. They're getting over the line, but I mean, sooner or later, they're going to end up drawing these games because that's what happens. I mean, we've said that about Aberdeen and their 2-1 wins. If you continue to rely on winning games by a goal to nil, sooner or later, you're going to stop winning those games because you're going to end up conceding late goals, late equalisers. And I think it's only a matter of time before we see Rangers drop more points.
You absolutely are going to drop points.
It's only Rangers ain't going to keep beating these teams 1-0. It's only a matter of time, in my opinion, before we see Rangers drop more points. They concede late equalisers, late goals, and if this gap gets bigger than 9, then Philippe Clement and Big Stevie Cool's just hung up again. But if this gap gets any bigger than 9 points, then Philippe Clement may as well just pack it in and give it up. I mean, the guy's still lucky, in my opinion, to be in a job, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Had he went into the international break, double figures behind the top two, I think Rangers would have had to have canned him. As for Neil Critchley, honeymoon period, I mean, I think it's beginning to end. He came in, got a couple of wins straight in the bounce in the Europa League, so I think he won in that, then he won in the Premiership, then he won. He may have got, was it 3 wins in a row or 2 wins in a row? And I think it was 2 wins in a row. And there's been some decent football and performances in there, but at the end of the day, we're still not really doing what we want to be doing. It's not good enough. It's disappointing, that draw again. I mean, we talk about how bad Hibs are, and we couldn't beat them in the Edinburgh Derby. We threw away a 1-goal lead at Tynecastle to lose 2-1 against Kilmarnock. Yeah, the European game was okay, and we played all right against Heidenheim despite losing that. But still, Neil Critchley knew. Maybe the new manager bounces over, and I think he needs to start getting results. The performances have been okay, but they were so bad under Naismith that any sort of performances were going to improve. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Hearts fans start losing patience, honestly, with Critchley, unless results get better, because it's a results-driven business. Yes, performances are better since Critchley came in, but unless we start matching results with some consistency and start moving up league table, then I think he will come under pressure. Anyway, lots of managers under pressure right now. Who's going to be the next to go? Who knows? I mean, will there be another manager to go before Christmas? I'm going to predict yes. I think we'll see maybe 2 managers go before Christmas, and I think one of them's definitely going to be Davy Gray. Who will the other one be? We'll have to wait and see. But it might be Philippe Clement. It might be a Baldy. Anyway, that's it, guys. Hearts win. Hearts. I wish Hearts won. Hearts got beat by 1-0. Rangers with the victory. Just about got over the line. We'll have to wait and see what happens next time. International break now. 2 weeks without doing anything. I mean, we get to watch Scotland and Steve Clark, but I mean, that's not really a good thing, is it? At times, that can be really, really painful. So hopefully, hopefully, I don't know, hopefully something happens. But anyway, guys, that's it. Fog Football. Till next time. Peace.